You're just not confident. That's really what it is. And that is why you're second guessing. But there's a way to fix it. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to stop second guessing when it's exam time. You ready? Okay, let's jump into it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamisha, and this is Tamisha Tutoring. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how to break down these NBCOT practice questions and really pass this exam and stop second guessing. There's so many students I come across that they second guess, and I get it. I truly get it, guys. It's very easy to do it because you just want to make sure you're picking the best and most correct answer. But there is a reason why you're doing this, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. The reason why you're second guessing is because you're just not confident enough, right? If you're confident in something, no matter what, right, you know that it's true. For example, if you look up and you could see that the sky is blue, and then I come and tell you, no, the sky is red. No matter what I tell you, you know for a fact, and you're confident enough to say, no, the sky is blue, right? Same thing with this exam. The reason why you're second guessing is because you are not confident enough. And that tells me that there's certain things that you need to work on. And what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to give you three key things that I think is important that you need to work on. So the first thing to help you to stop second guessing is really your foundational content. Okay? You're second guessing because you're not sure. You're not sure on the basic occupational therapy information. You may have a surface, what I call a surface level of understanding, right? Where it's in your short term memory bank, but it's not in your long term memory bank. What do I mean by that? When I say your short term memory bank, it means that you have an understanding of the information, but you don't really know the information, right? So if I ask you maybe what it is, you can tell me a definition. But now when I ask you, okay, so what does this certain thing look like pertaining to interventions? Or if I ask you other questions about that certain thing, you might kind of struggle with it and be like, I didn't really think about it so deeply, right? And that's the place you want to be. Because anybody can memorize a definition. Anybody can tell me about spinal cord, right? But not everyone can understand what's the difference between a C5 and a C7 or a T1 and an L5, right? And what does that look like? What kind of interventions would you provide to these different people that have those different level of injuries, right? So that is the most important part. So first thing that you have to work on is your foundational knowledge. The second thing you need to work on is you have no strategy. Okay. A lot of times when we are second guessing, it's because we have no strategy of figuring out what is the best or most correct answer, right? So you have to have a strategy. And in Tamisha Tutoring, I teach three different strategies, right? Because we all learn a little bit different. And then at the end of the day, Tamisha Tutoring is holistic tutoring. It's not a perfect science, but I'm always trying to improve it every single time I have a cohort or just the feedback I get, right? So that's really important. You need to have some kind of strategy. And the third thing is you need to have a consistent use of your strategy and not go off the rails. It's very easy to learn a strategy, and then when it's time for testing, it's game time, right? It goes out the window and you completely forget to utilize the strategies, utilize the tools that you've learned. So this is very important because once you build on your foundational knowledge, you have the content. Two, you have the strategy, and three, you maintain consistency with that strategy. It's going to help you to not second guess yourself. Okay. And if you find that you are that kind of person, you're like, yes, Tamisha, you are speaking to the choir. That is me. I am constantly second guessing myself. I am inviting you to come to my free webinar, okay? At the time of this recording, maybe the webinar might be over for the current one, but not to worry. I am constantly doing webinars, okay? So you can always register for the next upcoming one. Also, even if you decide that, you know what, maybe the Tamisha tutoring program is not for you, which is a 12-week long program, and you're like, yeah, I need something a little bit shorter, you can definitely come and check us out with our private one-on-one tutoring. Okay, we have different packages, we have so much offerings, right? We're trying to make sure that we're hitting on everything. We have mindset coaching, which is super helpful, especially if you feel like you're having blockages, you're really struggling with shame, and you're struggling with fear and anxiety, all of that. We cover it at TamishaTutoring.com. All right. So make sure that you register for the free webinar. Make sure that you come to Tamisha's Tutoring, see all the offerings that we have, so we can help you finally stop second guessing. All right. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, guys, I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.